we have worked hard. We've worked night and day, volunteer hours for the last 7 months, and have never had a reason to celebrate. Today, there's a reason to celebrate.
Continuing coverage tonight on the deal to end school furloughs.
Late this afternoon, Governor Linda Lingle announced a formal deal to give Hawaii students a complete calendar year. Lingle announced the release of $57.2 million from the Hurricane Relief Fund for public schools and $2.2 million for charter schools. Teachers will give up 6 planning days to save the state money, and banks that operate in Hawaii have agreed to give the state a $10 million interest-free line of credit in the event of future shortfalls. Now, one of the parents' groups that lobbied state officials and held rallies pressing for an end to school furloughs says it plans to get involved in changing the Board of Education. KITV4's Keoki Kerr live with that part of the story now. Keoki?
And Laura, the group of mothers says 17 days without school may have been an awful price to pay, but might be worth it if the furloughs force people to focus on public education. This group of moms, including the group Hawaii Education Matters, gathered at Brasserie du Vin restaurant on Bethel Street downtown for appetizers, a glass of wine, and a toast.
Cheers to the end of Friday. Wouldn't it be nice not to talk about that? Oh my gosh.
They wasted no time brainstorming about how to keep public education front and center, even as the furlough crisis is finally solved after 7 months.
You know, you could use this as a jumping off spot for the business community getting involved, like to just
to get involved.
Okay,
You're
now
right.
you're really super involved. Let's get everybody involved.
They're relieved they can stop talking about school furloughs.
Now we can just get on with the business of improving public schools in Hawaii and keeping it to the forefront.
The silver lining is that people are paying attention to education for the first time in a very different way that they never have before. So I think people want to see the change happen now.
The group plans to bring about change on the Board of Education. While they don't plan to advocate for or against certain candidates or actually run themselves, they plan to publicize information about each candidate's background and positions.
The last election, 13% of the population voted for BOE. Shame on us. You know, shame on us. So we need to do a better job this time.
I hope this is the year that we look back and say, boy, that was the year public school education really changed.
Now, Hawaii Education Matters has an application with the IRS to gain nonprofit status, which it expects to obtain in the next several months. That would allow the group to accept tax-deductible donations to formalize its existence a bit and raise money for public relations campaigns and other efforts. Keoki Kerr, KITV4 News.